Hello, my name is Sucket, and we are playing Road of the Worrier 3. And first thing we're gonna do today, I made us a new spellbook from Ars Magical Legacy. And we're gonna get ourselves an Ars Nouveau spellbook. Now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start learning glyphs. We're just gonna run through any of the tier 1 glyphs as we can do. It should be all of them. Well, like for instance, if we were to select underfoot here, we got some kind of pressure plate and iron boots. Oh, that's right, these take experience. Well, that's not a problem. There we go. So, didn't let us select it because we didn't have the experience, but now it'll let us. There we go. And we'll just get ourselves some kind of wooden pressure plate, probably. It probably doesn't matter what kind. And some boots. Quartz and here we go. 10,000 iron. Not bad. And you can just right click onto this thing. And you'll get fancy little animation. You'll get your glyph. The other option is we'll put a chest next to it. Let's do it with this one. Now we can just throw it in here. See a little animation of it going over there. And we'll get our glyph. I'm gonna make all the level 1s. Now some of these are gonna take these various essences. The abjuration essence. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, we need a bucket of milk, source gem, sugar, fermented spider eye, 20% of a source jar. So we're going to go make 5 of those real quick. Now once you've got the ingredients and we have plenty of source gems from our bee, that's pretty easy. Alright, just about ready to do the last tier 1 glyph. There we go. Very fancy. And if you've never seen Ars Nouveau, it's really cool. You put this stuff together just like you would with Ars Magical Legacy. They're easier to get. The leveling is different. Kind of a toss-up, which is more powerful, but I decided to get the Ars Nouveau behind the Ars Magica because I just did. To get to tier 2, we're going to need one of these blazing cores, and we have one, so that's good. We are also, what else are we going to need? We're going to need a block of elven quartz. That's no big whoop. We have elven gateway right down here for just such an eventuality. I'll just run over here. Hello? Might have gotten sucked up by this thing. Or that might not work. Like, I wonder if that doesn't work. I think that might have just eaten that. But we have elven quartz. It's fine. There we go. I know how to craft things. We're also gonna need an obsidian skull. It looks like we have all the materials for that. Very nice. So we'll just go ahead and put this stuff down. We're gonna want to move a little bit farther away on our terrestrial agglomeration plate, and we should see the magic begin to happen. I have not tested this. I'm sure it's fine. Like, the glyphs are now, like, set to the player as opposed to the spellbook. So, we should still have, let's see. Yeah, very good. Now, to upgrade this to the 3rd tier, we're going to need a couple of things. The Wild and Tribute, specifically, we are going to need to summon a boss. And to do that, we're going to need a ritual Brazier, what's this? Now, because of course it is, it's a complicated recipe. We'll need an arcane pedestal. Do we have any spares lying around? Not really. I think we'll need this. Okay, we need runes of fire, we need copper rods, blah blah blah. Okay, so first comes the, we'll need a little bit of pewter. I think I'll program that in. Here we go. First we'll have to do the brazier from Eidolon. Alright. And then we will have to toss it through our portal. Right? There we go. And then we'll need that. And an arcane gold block and a source gem to get the ritual brazier out on our plate. Now let's take it out here. Very nice. Alright. Now all we want is a tablet of Summon Wilden. Here it is. No, that's Summon Animals. That's Summon Wilden. We'll need ourselves a lapis block. And we should have all the rest of this stuff. And I believe what we're going to need is one each of these Wilden drops. So if we were to go in here, Summon Wilden. When augmented with a spike, horn, and wing, it'll summon the Wilden Chimera. And we need the Chimera's drop. Now this guy isn't that bad, but he does have a tendency to make a mess, so we're not going to do it like right on top of our stuff here. All you do, you put the tablet on there, whatever ritual tablet, and then if you're going to augment, like we are, you just cue stuff down, and then when you're ready to start, you right-click the ritual brazier. And, you know, in our case, we got a little lag spike. And it's going to summon a boss. I'm not super worried about it. We're just going to keep it away from our stuff. Oh, okay. Phase 2. Not even its final form. I think it's invulnerable when it's like this, but we're also functionally invulnerable. Now the next phase is where it has a tendency to make a mess. So we're going to see if we can knock it down as quickly as possible and get ourselves a Wilden tribute just like so. How did you get out? Oh my gosh. We have a soul gem or a monster ball or something. Yeah. Come here, you. Crying out loud. Now, the tribute is just one of the items that we're going to need. We're also going to need something called a soul stone. And it looks like we have one totem of undying. So it might be a good thought to capture an evoker. Oh good, it's raining. Anyway, we're at that village, one of the villages north of the base across the water. I figure this is as good a place as... Really? I mean, that would be very dramatic, you have to admit, but I think we're just going to sleep through this real quick. Alright, storm gone. Same idea. Gonna put our brazier down. In this case, we're gonna put the tablet of challenge down. Now, if we were to activate it now, it would give us a regular raid, but we can make it like a hard raid, a 7 waiver. With little difficulty. And they shouldn't be very hard for us, really. We're gonna try to catch an evoker. And I also have a use for a ravager if there's like a convenient one. There's a big boy for us. There you come, buddy. Yep. Here's our evoker. Oh, look at this. Looking for that. That's cool, though. Alright, that's the end of it. The more mob heads was definitely key. Let's see, probably got enough totems. Yeah, we did. Good. What has to be how this guy got out here? I'm just gonna leave him be. It's too weird. Now that we got the totems, the soul stone, relatively easy to make, but we are gotta make sure we put the evoker downstairs. We can probably get away with putting it in with the witch, huh? Yeah. Get a little cramped in here, folks. A little cramped. It's alright. There he is. And there he is. Now that we got all that stuff, I'm just gonna bring it out here to Fixie's inverted tower. We need a block of Endarium, which is easy enough. Uh-oh. This may be a problem. Can we put this in here? Oh, that's not gonna do it. Is it? Let's see. Huh. Okay, it looks like this particular recipe is not actually gonna work, so I gotta come up with something else. Now, I think it'll work just fine over here. Yeah, you can totally place it on this. So, I'll have a fix out probably today. So that this is actually craftable. Okay, so I've been messing around. I've been learning glyphs. We got almost all of them. We have all of them except for one. I just don't have any powdered snow. That's just the way it is. Now that we've done all that, I figure everybody's still watching, is either enjoying watching or has been a subscriber and knows that eventually I'm going to do something weird. So yeah, let's get weird. Okay, learning phase. Now I have terrible ideas all the time, as anybody who's watched my videos for some time will know. But this one's special. Now what it comes down to is I have a really terrible joke that I want to make. And I want to see how big we can make that joke. So, no, we're not going to do that. Well, that one's fine. We're going to hook up another one of our lapidaries here. And we're going to turn it around so it faces this thing. Let's load it up. This is the easy part. Where'd our wrench go? Let's see. We need our pipe wrench. Alright. We got some power. And we got some power. We're going to pop our motor down. Or could we do it like this? No. We need that thing. Like that spinny thing you saw. Pointing to the back. There we go. Now that way. Yeah, very, very nice. Okay. Let's, where do our integral components go? I didn't put them in there. Oh, okay, very good. I did put them in here already. I already forgot. We're going to want a field limiter, reaction chamber, multi-cycle injectors. We're going to pop in a stabilized RF coil over here. So this thing should be spinning pretty good. What I want to find out, right? We already know from the tree farm that these monstrosities, these contraptions, can provide rotational force to other things. Like, for instance, the saw. It also works with the drill. And it is that mechanic that I want to investigate. Now, one of many questions I have is, like I might have just said, I already forgot. Does that translate to other blocks that need rotational force? Now, what we're going to do, let's, no, that's not what we're going to do. I don't know. It's right here. Sure, it's fine. How do we do this again? That's not how. Click and hold to edit. There we go. Let's just set it to 2. Now, in another orientation, that would absolutely run a mechanical saw. Let's see if anything goes... Whoa! What, did we forget the slime? I think we forgot the slime, folks. We sure did. There we go. Gotta get the basic mechanics right before we start getting weird, right? Okay, that's moving along pretty fast. I don't see anything going up and down, though. Kinda not surprised by that. So, what if we were to switch the orientation of these chassis? Alright, now it's like that. I don't think this is going to make a difference. Can we slow this down any? Oh, that's not how you do it. Click and hold, click and hold. Okay, let's turn this down. And then let's spin it back around in the direction we want it to be. That's the opposite of the direction. Okay, there we go. Now is it going to do anything? Not really. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So here's what's curious to me. Maybe we need to flip this thing's orientation. Now it's doing something. Let's see. Oh, anyway, probably be able to demonstrate what I want to demonstrate. If we pop the saw on here, right? There we go. Now we get this thing spinning. Okay, no, it only starts spinning when it comes in contact with something. That might be a critical point. But let's try one more time to put the rope pulley here. Now, I don't think it's gonna do anything, but it's worth finding out. Yeah, no. So let's switch gears and let's look at your friend of mine, the sticky mechanical piston. Let's see if this will go up and down. No, it doesn't look like it. Let's see if we can switch the orientation of this. Well, that's not the way we want it. I am very bad at figuring out what's what. Okay. What I'm trying to do is to get these, the axle there to face the slime. Alright, that's the opposite of what I'm trying to do, so let's try that way. Yeah, okay. I don't think this will do anything either. Just clear. But all of this is worth a shot. Yeah, no. So there's something about the drill and the saw when there's a block in front of it that makes them do thing when they're attached to a contraption that these things don't seem to do. That's okay. We can still do what I want to do. It's just gonna not be quite as fancy as I thought. Okay, I'm out of simple solutions, but that doesn't mean I'm out of solutions. Oh, sheets, of course. They're called sheets. I'll make an iron sheet, and with it, and a nugget, and 2 slime balls, we're gonna make some super glue. Now, I'm pretty sure the super glue has a durability in this. Durability's hidden in this pack, but we do have, because I don't want to craft a million super glue, we're going to use another one of our Eternal Stella here that we've been making down in the Pasty Salter, just to not have to deal with the durability for this thing. Can we? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Eternal super glue. Delightful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig out a nice square here. So what we're gonna do is just worry about the horses for the time being, right? We're gonna take some shafts out, like so. That are we're gonna need 3 of these, right? How are we gonna do this? Okay. We have 3 sticky mechanical pistons with 1 extendo arm each. I just want to see if this is gonna do what I expect it to do. So let's see what mode this is in. Movement mode. Click and hold. Right click and hold. Always place when stopped. Place only in starting position. Place only when anchor destroyed. Turn it off. Turn it on again. Okay. So these 2 are extending, but what we wanted to do is go up and down, right? That's not a problem, is it? No, everything's a problem. So what we actually need, do what I want to do, seems to be, whoops, wrong GUI, seems to be something called a sequenced gear shift. This will allow us to program pattern, so we should be able to make it so that the pistons go up and down, right? I actually want 4 of these, assuming this is going to work. Okay, I messed around with these things a little bit off camera, and they are cool. There's like, you just right click and there's a menu in here, right? Now, we want to, not that one. Let's see, yeah, input speed. This is where we scroll. Okay. We're going to go, I think, 270. And add another 270. And reverse it. Whoop. There we go. Reverse it. And we're going to do another 270. Here we go. And we're going to do, whoops, we want to do the shift because that's fancy. Another 270. And then, await new redstone pulse. And there's still an end, isn't there? I mean, like, we could probably just keep adding these, right? But, like, let's see. Oh, it doesn't like it. It's all in the thing here. Let's pop that back on there. Yeah, okay. Now it's doing it. 270 might be a little high. We can adjust that. But now it'll go up and down. Should be twice per redstone signal. Let's see. Let's turn it to 225 and give it a shot. Up, down. That might not be the sweet spot either. Okay, we'll keep messing with it. Okay, we've got him 180. It looks like that it's not quite right there, is it? It's like it wants to go up too much, even with just 2 shafts. Now, can I take these out without... Yeah, okay, I can take these out without breaking the piston. That's good to know. What if they were only 1 shaft? Let's see how this looks. Oh, I'll have to replace the gearbox. This thing really doesn't like it when you interrupt it. Okay, okay. Up, down. Up. And down again. Right? Well, I assume with a new redstone signal. Let's see. Nothing. Let's, we'll make that end. Oh, okay, now it's going. Let's see. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Not bad. And now on a new signal. Okay, folks, we're getting there. I reversed the directions here, and that had a positive effect. Now, whenever we give it a redstone signal, we start going, you know, we get our second set of movements, we get our third set of movements, and we get our fourth set of movements consistently. Now, we've got 2 pulls on here. That seems like it... Well, it didn't work before, but I didn't have it have that setting before either, so who knows? Like with first the input speed reverse, but I'm continuing to mess with how far it will rotate. Because what we're trying to do is make it as not choppy as possible. They're just a little bit offset. Don't mind it a little bit offset, but let's try turn a 160. Whoops. And see. Okay. Okay. That isn't bad for what we're trying to do, which is supposed to be not that great anyway. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this on the other 4 sides. We'll use gear shafts to get them all on the same level, and then we'll have a single redstone control that will power all 4 sequenced gear shifts at once. And then we're going to work on the next part of it, because, you know, carousels traditionally don't just go up and down. They move around in a circle. But, well, we're going to do something sort of like that. Anyway, that'll be for next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.